Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Rico, back at it again. This is the Rico Report, brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics, live on Friday night. Tuned in for some football talk, Bills talk, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be one of those nights, man. I don't know how I keep asking myself, what are we going to talk about today? But there always seems to be content to bring up, content to talk about. A couple things that I'm going to have to bring up today. I got to call out Bills fans once again. This time, I'm not one to be part of that crew. So we got to get into it. It's Buffalo football chatter. And you know what? I'm feeling that type. We might even open up the lines tonight. If you have calls to make, you want to make a take, you got a take to make, you got to do any of that stuff. Fam, come through. Don't be scared. I ain't gonna bite. You know what I'm saying? It's always good conversation with your boy Rico, man. You guys already know what it is, man. So, folks, welcome. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's the Rico Report, breaking down football chatter today. So, you guys have already gone and read the title. You guys have already gone and, you know what I'm saying, and put a little thought into the title of the show. And I'm here to, it may sound harsh to say I'm here to call y'all out. It's not about calling people out, but it is about addressing certain Bills fans from our fan base, right? So before I continue, I got to give a big shout out to the Bing Squad. Bing, biggity, Bing. Let me give a shout out to the Bing Squad. What's going on, Bing Squad? What's happening? I see you guys are all up in this bitch. Let's go. All right. But something I've got to get off my chest because I don't want to sit here and take things for granted. And I'm gonna put it out there, man. We can't take things for granted. And a lot of times we see things and we see people and we see habits, we see gestures that we think should come our way no matter what. It's just that we're so used to it. But we never take a minute to say, you know what, appreciate you. So this is a big shout out to the BF squad, the whole Buffalo Fanatics team. And we've grown. We've definitely grown. And there are integral pieces to make this whole movement work. A lot of folks may think, oh, Rico's the guy that nah, fam, there's such a big team behind this whole BF squad. So I got to give a salute to each and every one of my teams, man. But more specifically, we had an event that we were welcomed to as one of you know what I'm saying, Buffalo's, you know what I mean, social media crews, to be invited to the West Her event that happened this past week. And let me say something, man. My man Clay Troya, what's good, Clay, and my man Z-Bot killed that shit. They absolutely came in and really worked hard and put things together, and they had a hell of a time. But they were professional and they represented BF extremely well. I gotta say, tip my cap off to you guys. Salute to you guys. You guys did a damn good job, man. Levi Wallace came through. Devin Singletary came through. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. It was like the Snowman. That's my guy. That's my guy, the Snowman, Deion Dawkins. And then, we had Harrison Phillips. Fam, these guys did a hell of a job. Yo, salute to you guys. You guys did a fantastic job, man. Yo, keep it up, man. Bigger things are coming. Bigger things are coming. Just keep grinding, man. So salute to the team. Somebody just in the chat comment said, yo, Rico looked like he's getting a little swole, like he's been working out. Nah, fam, I just been watching Brian Bowers hit the gym trying to make us look bad. I see you, Brian Bowers, getting the squat, sitting in the squat. I see you working on your legs. All right, fam. You're not just working on the upper body. I got to give respect to that. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys, man, last week, fellas, we cannot sit by, keep wearing sweatpants and keep wearing hoodies and being content with a beer in hand and not taking care of ourselves. We must take care of ourselves. You feel me? So shout out to my guy Brian Bowers. You trying to inspire me, bro. Wait till I really fully get into the gym. Fully get into the gym. I haven't even touched iron in a minute. I'm just trying to keep my sexy intact until I go because I don't want to let myself, you know what I'm saying? Let myself go. We can't do that. Gentlemen, take care of ourselves. Let's get our sexy back for the goddamn summer. We can't be sitting here in sweatpants and chubs. Call you guys all chubs. We can't be chubs all summer. Anyway, let's get to it, Red. Let's get to it. Why are Bills fans so damn scared? Why y'all scared? All I'm seeing, and this conversation I'm about to bring up is inspired by conversation seen online, conversations had in the chat groups, and opinions that are being put out there on video. So, and the consensus is that Bills fans are just so content with the way things are sometimes, right? Until we knock them across the head to say this is what's good for you, then that's when they will then say, oh, okay, that sounds good. I'll conform. And here's what I mean. The big chatter right now has been Zach Ertz potentially being a candidate to come to the Bills, right? Reported by Josina Anderson. She's saying, hey, there are two teams involved in potentially bringing Ertz to their team, and Buffalo happens to be one of them. All right. But Ertz is considered one of the better tight ends in the game. But when it comes down to it, you hear some people saying, oh, $8 million, I'm not sure. Oh, he's injury prone, I'm not sure. He hasn't been productive, I'm not sure. Right? He's only going to amount to 30 to 40 catches, I'm not sure. All I keep hearing is people making excuses as to why we wouldn't bring a Zach Ertz onto the Bills. It really comes down to one question. If Zach Ertz were to be a Buffalo Bill right now, is he the number one tight end? Is he tight end one? The question is, the answer is yes. Unquestionable, unquestioned tight end one. So what is there the trepidation? Why is there hesitation to have a Zach Ertz on the team? Well, there's no point. We might as well just stick with Hollister, and we might as well stick with Dawson Knox. Isn't the point every offseason to improve, to get better? I thought that was the case. I thought that's the point. Excuse me. That's the point of every offseason, to work on what we weren't good at, to upgrade in positions that need upgrading, and to get to initially get better so we can win the damn Super Bowl. But we sit here shooketh. We sit here not wanting change. But if we bring on a Zach Ertz, it's going to stunt the development of Dawson Knox. What? Or Dawson Knox could get his act together and really see that this is a grand opportunity he has, and it might slip away. What happened to the good old competition? Competition is what's going to get you better. And I'm not saying he's not going to get better. I'm not saying he didn't get better, but obviously not good enough, because now they're entertaining a Zach Ertz. They brought in Hollister. They have Sweeney on the roster. So clearly, they're not all the way content with the tight end position. They're trying to get better. But Bills fans still have this block. But wait. But no. But stop with the buts. Get better at the position and be done with it. Here's another one for you. Don't bring Julio Jones to the team. He's over. He's aged. He's injury prone, right? It's always the same nonsense. He's not going to make, he's going to stunt the growth of Gabriel Davis. Does Julio Jones make the team better? Would he? Absolutely he would. He'd be arguably receiver one. And here's a prime example, and I can't take credit for this one. I can't take credit for this. Shout out to my guy, King Nat. I see you, King Nat. I can't take credit for this, right? But we were enamored. Bills fans were just drooling over Robert Foster. You guys remember Robert Foster? I don't know where Robert Foster is now. But we were drooling over Robert Foster. He had a really strong end of the season. What, in 17? In 18, excuse me. In Allen's rookie season, near the end of the season, well, we started seeing Robert Foster, right? The next offseason. Robert Foster, our receiver one. Don't get rid of Robert Foster. Where's Robert Foster now? And it's not a slight on Robert Foster. It's just that we propel these players. We propel these players to like, we can't, don't get rid of them. There's so much potential. Stop with the potential stuff and get the sure thing. Get the sure thing. And sometimes I feel like we're shook, man. Let's not be fearful. The point that the reason these guys suit up every practice, they suit up every game, is to win. When you get enough wins, it gets you to the playoffs. This is where your top dogs perform. This is where when you put money into these certain players, this is where you're supposed to see what they're supposed to do. So Zach Ertz is where he's going to show his money in the playoffs. That's where your big dogs are supposed to show up, right? Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Jerry Hughes. Your big dogs are supposed to show up. Trey White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. Fam, what are we scared? What are we scared for? If there's talent out there that we can bring to the team, there should be no reason to talk about the backup player, the developmental player. If we have a clear upgrade, you bring the upgrade over to the team. If Zach Ertz happens to be that guy, why aren't we embracing that? Got me tapping the mic. Why aren't we embracing that? We should be embracing that. And not sitting here making all these excuses as to why we can't bring a Zach Ertz to the team. It makes no sense to me. If it were, I swear, and that's why it's fun to do these podcasts, because you hear me joke around when I say this. Man, we don't know shit. We don't know what the team's up to. We don't know what McDermott is up to. We speculate, right? What do they call us? Armchair GMs. We can speculate all we want. We can talk about the things that we want. Sometimes we'll be right in terms of who's coming to the team or who would be a good fit and so on and so forth. It's all crapshoot. But like the love that we have for these players sometimes has to say, okay, get the emotions out of it. Do we want the best player on this team? That's what it should come down to, man. Golly. Juxie says, yo, Zach Ertz would dramatically improve this offense. Are you kidding me? He definitely would. So here's another an argument that I see. Dawson Knox had about 20, 23, 24 receptions last year. And if Zach Ertz were to be on the team, he would only amass about 30 to 40 catches, give or take. What? This is the thing. Zach Ertz coming to this team, you're telling me he's 10 catches better than Dawson Knox? You don't think that Josh Allen would look at Dawson Knox way more often? You don't think that there would be some kind of trust in having Zach Ertz on the team? I'm a point guard. Right? My 2 guard is my shooting guard. That's my shooting guard. So if my shooting guard is off, I'm the point guard, I'm facilitating, and I keep kicking it to my 2 guard, and I need him to, your job is to catch and shoot. That's your job. And I keep shooting it to him, and he's bricking him, or he's passing it back to me, or he's turning the ball over, or he's bricking him. I, as a point guard, will say, okay, I can't rely on him. He's not going to make a play for me. I got to go to my 3 guard. Let me go to my small forward. Let me see what he's got. Let me dump it into my big man. So as a quarterback, I go to my tight end, my security blanket, and he's, I wouldn't say failing me every time, but I can't depend on him. There's no consistency. I will go to him less because I don't trust in him to make the play for me. That's why a guy like Dawson Knox will get 24 receptions, because opportunities will come his way less. If Zach Ertz happens to be the tight end that we get, he consistently makes plays. He's consistently on the field, and we will keep him on the field. And guess what? He's going to get more opportunities to make more catches. Just because one tight end gives you 24 receptions doesn't mean that the next one slightly is going to be better and is going to give you 30. It might be that he gets 50 receptions because guess what? I believe in you. You will make a play for me, and I'm going to actually, the personnel will naturally have Zach Ertz on this field more often, if that could be the case. Come on, man. That's what it comes down to. If you have confidence in your guy, you're going to keep feeding your guy. You're going to keep feeding him. No question about it. Dawson Knox wasn't getting fed because there were too many times that he was inconsistent dropping balls. I hope that turns around. I hope him going to tight end university wakes him up and he becomes an asset. But to hope that he becomes that guy and skip out on Zach Ertz would be ridiculous. Would be silly. But Rico, we run 10 personnel. We run 11 personnel. And if we bring Zach Ertz, I bet you that personnel may not stay at 10 personnel all day. Right? We might have Zach Ertz a lot more. Maybe we'll go 12 personnel at one point. I'm just saying, we've Bills fans, sometimes we just make too many excuses as to why we can't do something or why the team shouldn't. Come on, fam. We can't afford Julio Jones. Meanwhile, Titans go and pick up Julio Jones with less cap space than we did. There's ways around things, folks. But you know what? They went out and got him because they needed a playmaker. Titans are always going to be in the mix at the top of the AFC South. We know that. They're going to be in the mix to make the playoffs. This is where guys like Julio Jones are going to excel. This is where guys like A.J. Brown are going to excel. You know what I mean? Henry are going to excel. Tannehill are going to excel. So you got to bring the big dogs, man. The big dogs in the playoffs is what matters. Guys that will make a play. I don't even know if I even heard Dawson Knox's name in the AFC Championship game. Did we even hear his name? Was he statless? I don't even know. I'm not even sure. But your big dogs got to show up. You know who showed up that game? Diggs, Cole Beasley. I think that's it. Gabe Davis was kept to 0 catches, nothing. John Brown, 1 reception, 2 receptions. I'm not even sure. So things hopefully change by us bringing a consistent playmaker at the tight end position. That's what we need. And if we can get Zach Ertz to come through, we'll make it work. Anthony Rufus, my guy, says, yo, Rico, you speaking facts, bro. Hey, man. I'm just putting things out there. At least we can, it's conversation. Conversation, folks. Hell, Tampa got 3 good tight ends. And guess what? One of them is going to have to emerge as the top dog. They're going to have to. My man Brian Bowers is saying, hey, man, I feel you. Preach, bro. By the way, do me a favor. There's about 100 y'all in this chat. Smash that like for your mans. My man Terrence says, yo, Rico and them pastels. Oh, you guys feeling that color? That's that salmon. You guys don't know about that. You guys know about that. But folks, Bills fans, man, be open. Be open to jumping on these players, man. Stop being shook. The point of these acquisitions, or the attempted acquisitions, or us talking about these things is to get better, is to win, is to put more W's on the board. But Rico, we went 13-3 last year. We were the number 2 offense. How quickly things can fall apart. We can go from number 2 offense to fucking dead last. I'm not saying we will, but sometimes chemistry comes off and something's not right. And especially Allen going into his second year, we're going to see if he can double back. I have a strong suspicion that he's going to. But something's changed. Injuries happen, right? That's why you have to have as many weapons as possible. God forbid Diggs goes down. Holy, that offense changes dramatically. Guess what? We're now going to have to start depending on who? Maybe the tight end. Maybe the run game. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fellas. We had Devin Singletary. We wanted to improve on that position and have reinforcements. Here comes Zach Moss. Hollister. Now Zach Ertz. That should be a move to actually consider. I just don't understand folks that are just against bringing in on a Zach Ertz. I just don't understand it. He is significantly better than Dawson Knox. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you? I'm just saying, man. My man Kosh says, yo, screw it. I'll go play tight end. Yo, is 51 too old to learn? Never. Never. You better learn how to block, though. My man Bobby Ray says, yo, I'd rather have Diggs get the targets. Be sure Ertz will get us an extra 100 yards every year on the year. Listen, at the end of the day, don't complicate stuff. Ertz over Dawson Knox. It's that simple. Experience, consistency, and you got the veteran leadership that he'll bring to the tight end room as well. Can't go wrong with that. Does anyone think that Josh just doesn't trust his tight ends? Hold on a second. Does anyone think that Josh just didn't trust his tight ends in certain positions, in certain times of the game? Right? Let me pull that shit down. I'm running for 10 yards. Maybe he did see him. I don't think I'm not sure he's gonna catch that. Let me take off instead. But trust is an issue. Trust is an issue between those two. They may be friends, boys on the squad, right? You see the chemistry between the two. That little thing that they do, I don't know what that is. But you see that. But when it comes to playing football and tossing the rock to Dawson Knox, there might be some consistency issues with Dawson Knox, and there might be some chemistry. Not chemistry, but there might be some trust issues of like, can we make that play? See it for yourself, man. Go watch the damn games. Go see it for yourself. Y'all got YouTube. Go look at the highlights. Go see if you can catch a full game. Get that all 22 out. Kyle, what's Kyle's name, man? Bulgar? Oh, is it Kyle Bulgar? Anyways, Kyle Bulgar says, yo, give Knox one more year to get his IQ up and work on those hands, man. It usually takes tight ends until year 3 to break out. I feel like Ertz has lost a lot of his explosiveness. Let's just say he did lose explosiveness. He's still better than Dawson Knox. And hold on, give Knox one more year to get his IQ up. Okay, IQ is great, but what about his hands? Because that's the issue. It's the hands. It's the focus. Get smart all you want. Get the IQ up and all that stuff. But is your focus and attention to detail and putting your hands there and ready to dime in that cat? Like, are you ready for that? That's 2 years of wishy-washy. First year, definitely wishy-washy. Second year got a little better, but still dropped some crucial balls. And the thing is, like, he got better in his drop catch ratio, but it's the big throws and the big moments that he drops you. You're like, oh boy, Dawson Knox. I wait for the day that we can just say, oh shit, I didn't even have to say anything. Dawson Knox is catching balls left, right, center. Okay, boy, let's go. What's the most catches he's ever had in the game? 4? 3? Can someone look that up? I don't want to look that up right now. The most catches Dawson Knox has had in the game. Joseph Swinson says that Ertz will give us great depth at the position. I think Hollister was a great depth pickup also. Go Bills. I think Hollister is going to turn some heads. I think he's going to turn some heads. I think he's going to I don't think he's going to kill it, but I definitely think he's going to turn some heads and be like, all right, hold on now. Hollister's doing some work. So we're about to find out. But like the conversation around the tight end position, it's not a coincidence, man. They're trying to upgrade. They're trying to make something happen in that position. And if Zach Ertz comes on, it clearly tells you, yo, fam, we haven't been too happy with the production thus far. We still see potential in you, but right now we need a guy that can come in right now and help my quarterback because we're one game away. And if you go back to the Chiefs game, look at the statistics, look at the game, watch the game first, and then look at your stat sheet and see who was on the stat sheet and who was blank. You'll see for yourself. I agree, man. I really like Jacob. He's definitely all around tight end. We'll see, man. We'll definitely see. These big name short-term solutions aren't the answer. See, here's one of the things. These big name short-term solutions aren't the answer. And Dawson Knox is? Is Dawson Knox the answer to tight end? Clearly not. They're still looking to upgrade the room. So how could you sit there and say these big name short-term solutions aren't the answer? The window to win the championship is right now. So why not add a Zach Ertz, even if it's short term? Does he help us get to the Super Bowl in the next year or two? Wouldn't that be worth it? Wouldn't that be worth it? I can bring that one piece, whether he helps me tremendously this year or the next year, and I win the championship the first 2 years because he's on this roster and he was a big help to it. That is worth it. Big name, short-term solutions. Shoot. The window can only be open so long. And right now it's as wide as it's going to be. Take full advantage of it. Bring in guys that'll help us get to the championship. Just saying. My man Justin Walker says Hollister is undersized in my opinion. There was a game with Seattle where he could have won it at the end, but he got stuffed at the end zone. Forgot what game it was. Knox gives us size, speed, and strength. Knox is a hell of an athlete. There is no denying that. Heck of an athlete. You'll never hear me say boo. It's his consistency catching the ball that is the issue. And guess what? The tight end position, you got to block and you got to catch the ball. You feel me? So his blocking is actually pretty decent. Decent. We just got to get him, consistently catching the ball. But and the reason I bring this up, guys, is we just Bills fans tend to just make excuses as to why we can't do certain things to make the team better or improve at certain positions. And we hail other guys and say, but what about that? And we're stunting this guy's growth and but if I'm bringing someone better than that guy, what is it like? I don't understand. That's the point. Maybe this person still needs time to develop behind the guy that's better. And that's in practice and all those things. That's where someone's going to get their shot. And maybe they get more time on the field. It's not like he's going to be buried down the depth chart in terms of Dawson Knox. He'll probably be tight end too if we bring in the likes of Zach Ertz on. I'm just saying. Something to think about, folks. Something to think about. Kosh says, Knox is a talent, but I don't think he's a fit. Whoever they get to succeed at tight end will succeed because they are a fit. Ertz, that guy who fits. Or could it be Sweeney? Well, this is where training camp comes in. Mini camp, training camp, that's where all those things come in, and this is where we're going to find out. This is how they're going to separate themselves from one another. And right now, the tight end room, Gilly, in terms of Gilliam, Hollister, Sweeney, I think he's ready to go, and Dawson Knox. And I think we got Quentin, undrafted free agent that we have on the squad right now. So that is the tight end room right now. We're gonna find out to see if they decide to really bring on Zach Ertz. I mean, they cleared up some cash. Some say that it's for Josh Allen. Some say that it's for the likes of signing Mr. Zach Ertz, which is going to be owed $8.5 million if he's traded. So Philly wants everything to do with trading him. They'll trade him and get some assets back. And it's in Zach Ertz's favor to be traded so he can get that $8.5 million because he gets cut, released, whatever you want to call it. Now he's got a deal probably with a vet minimum where he won't be getting that $8 million on the free agent market unless the team is foolish enough to do it. So it's in his favor to try to get traded so he can get that salary. But we're going to see. We'll see what's going on. Prince Augie says, Duke Williams and make him tight end. Man, I was against that a long time ago. Totally against that. But I see that he's just going to continue to get buried down the depth chart of receivers. And he's still athletic enough that if he puts some weight on, maybe he might be a decent tight end, man. Get him in some blocking and stuff like that. That's a development, though. That's something that you got to work on. You can't just stick him right in there. Or could you? I don't know. Gilly is both a tight end and fullback. I mean, whatever you want to call him, like he could do both. Where they list him, who knows? But when I did my interview with Gilliam, He's all about making the fullback important again. Make the fullback that guy. You feel me? Making them great again. So he's all about team fullback. So, but they'll use him at tight end position as well. So he's a jack of all trades with him. Krabby Cow says, "Yo, Rico, please get interview with Richard Sherman. That'll be dope. We could always reach out. I want to reach out to some of the guys on the squad. There's a few guys I still want to chat with. Bring it to you guys. If you guys have not, and I got to give a shout out, if you guys have not checked out the West Hurt Buffalo Fanatics interviews with my man Z-Bot, Clay Troya, with Harrison Phillips, Levi Wallace, Devin Singletary, Deion Dawkins, go ahead and jump in our IG, Buffalo Fanatics on the Instagram. Full interview there. Go check it out. And then eventually we'll start posting them here on YouTube. So, folks, let's not be scared, man. If we have an opportunity to bring these guys, man, embrace it. If they make the team better, embrace that. Let's go. Brett Holmes. I do believe Knox will take that next step. Lack of playing in college, small injuries, and that week 2 concussion that year put him back a little. It's possible. Definitely possible. But he had all last year to get it together. Jug machine, all that stuff. And there was definitely some improvements, but there was still some same old Dawson Knox. But I'm sure he's heard enough of inconsistencies. You can't catch the ball. You're a liability. I think he's heard enough of that crap. And I think this offseason, he's going to try to put everything together. And if he can if Dawson Knox can put it together, he could be extremely dangerous. Very dangerous. My goodness. That boy would be dangerous. He just got to put it together, man. Get that confidence up. Get him going. Get him going early. Who knows, man? But that confidence would be skyrocket, and boy, would you not be able to stop that, man. But he's too inconsistent. Too consistent. Now I gotta jump onto a next topic here. I'm gonna jump onto a next topic. And the thing is, like, before I get into it, I'm looking at what I was able to do last year. By the way, shout out to my guy Ryan Teal. I see you, Ryan Teal. If Knox doesn't work out, he can move to edge. Yo, you tripping? You tripping? So, fantasy season is around the corner, folks. Fantasy season is around the corner. Let me get into my fantasy talk because I need your input. I need your help as well. The last 2 years, I have been fortunate enough to draft Josh Allen. I, like a lot of Bills fans, tend to draft too many Bills players. Yes, I know, very homerish of me, but it's me having confidence in the team that we have, right? Last year, I had Josh Allen. Not only did I draft Devin Singletary, I also drafted Zach Moss. Handcuff. You got to handcuff 2 running backs. If you get a guy on a squad, you can handcuff him and grab him, your money. Right? If you get like a guy like, I don't know, Zeke Elliott, you got to grab Tony Pollard. Handcuff those guys because if Zeke goes down, Tony Pollard's your guy. Boy, I didn't suffer though. I did not suffer. I actually was very competitive all year round. Josh Allen kept me up there. Now I'm sitting here wondering, okay, here we go. I'm going to try to get Josh Allen again. A lot of times people go running backs first. Are you guys, here's a question. Are you guys all about team running back in the first 2 rounds? Or do you switch things up and go for a receiver? Or switch things up by going quarterback? Man, I saw somebody go a tight end in the first round. I said, what are you doing? George Kittle in the first round? You could have waited till 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. That's how much you're going to go with George Kittle. And then, you know what? George Kittle was hurt for a good while. You wasted your first round pick on a damn tight end. Silly, silly man. But real talk. Do you still, what's your philosophy? RB receiver? Do you go RB receiver quarterback? RB, quarterback, RB. What are you doing with your first 3 picks? How are you doing it? Because I've been going quarterback the first. I mean, I've drafted quarterback. I've drafted Josh Allen, but I tend to go RB. Get that out of the way because those are your bell cows. But the way these quarterbacks have been playing, man, they're like your running back. Your top 5 fantasy quarterbacks, in no particular order: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. Who's that? Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was lighting it up. Lighting it up. Those are your 5. Those are your top 5 quarterbacks. Tom Brady used to be one of those guys that you want to put up there. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers definitely up there. Those are your 6 quarterbacks. Arguably, those are your 6 best quarterbacks in the league right now, fantasy aside. What a disappointment if anybody drafted Jared Goff. Disappointment. Terrible. So I'm curious, what pattern are you guys drafting? Richard Rush says he goes RB first 3 rounds. Damn, okay. RB receiver, or he goes RB first 3 rounds. So you're heavy in the RB room. But you know your top quarterbacks are going to go. It's a risk you take. It's a risk you take. I went ahead and draft. I was going to draft the Bills defense last year because we've been such a consistent defense. Whew, good thing I didn't. Because the defense was middle of the pack to not very good, not great for fantasy. They had a few games that they had some good games, but like, man, the Bills weren't good. I'm hoping that they turn things around and maybe I can sneak them onto my team. But I'm not sure. I'm unsure. How many Bills players should you have on one team? There's really no. My man Justin Marcus says, "Yo, there are really no tight ends aside from the top 4 or 5." It's pretty facts, man. Waller, Kittle, Kelsey. Those are your 3. One more. Gronk. I don't know how Gronk did, but maybe Gronk. I don't think Gronk had a good year. A ton of Brooks says, "Yo, depends on the type of league. For PPR, I go RB receiver RB versus RB receiver in standard. So I have a PPR league. So I kind of like your RB receiver RB, but you don't go with quarterback, huh? So quarterback doesn't seem like a top of your list for you guys. Interesting." Bills Mafia STF says, "Yo, I try to go 2 RBs if there are, or I think they're elite. If I can't, then I go RB receiver." Could you get away with going double receiver in the first? Does that make sense? See, look at Terrence. Terrence Bland goes receiver. Here's the problem, Terrence. You're going to be scrambling for RBs later on. You can't go receiver, which is not a bad way to look at it, but you better nail them. You better nail 3 receivers that's going to give you points, no problem. And you better hope those 6 quarterbacks that I named, you got a receiver on one of those teams. Because you could kill yourself right there with those 3 draft picks. Jason Suggs says, "Yo, I never pick a Bills player. Picked Diggs last year. Won my league, going away." Why wouldn't you, man? You got to pick. There's got to be at least 2 Bills players on your team. Shit, here's another one. I had Tyler Bass on my team as well. And boy, did he ever bail me out a few games. I think I might draft Tyler Bass again because not really anybody knows Tyler Bass unless you're a Bills fan. Shit, I might draft Tyler Bass again. Allen, Diggs, and Cole. Boy, if you go with all those 3, you're going to lose your league. You can't do that, man. You're asking for suicide. Oh, you know what? Gesicki's a good one. That's a 4th tight end. Waller, Kelsey, Kittle. I'm missing somebody that I said earlier. I'll take that. I'll take Gesicki. Gesicki's in there. He's on there, and I feel like I'm missing on the one that I've already said, but you guys catch the drift. Now, here's a question. I'll take Allen in the 3rd or 4th round if he's available. I'm willing to like jump the gun and grab Allen in the 2nd round. grab a top RB in the first. Mark Andrews. Yes, Mark Andrews. You got to, Mark Andrews was a big player. You definitely got to put Mark Andrews in there. Good call. Good call. Goddard. I need to see more of Goddard. Goddard had some big games with Kelly B. Goddard had some good games where you're like, oh, shoot, I might have to pick Mr. Goddard up. I hear you. I had Hawkinson last year. Hawkinson was a big-time player for me. Hawkinson was legit. Yo, shout out to my guy, Young King. I see you call me the pod father. yo, that's love, man. That's love. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that. Sherman just said he wants to sign with a contender. Well, Sherman's got to realize if he signs with the Bills, he's contending with Levi Wallace and Dane Jackson. You ain't just about to jump on a team and become that guy. Sorry, bro. You're going to have to really go for it. Noah Fant, he's not top guy yet. He can be, but he hasn't been that dude. He ain't with the Darren Wallers and the Travis Kelce's of the league. He's like your second tier, third tier. I'm more second tier maybe. But he's definitely one to maybe break out this year, depending on who the damn quarterback is. We'll soon find out. Almond Mathis says, yo, I'm not drafting an RB in the first round. Don't forget, Thurman Thomas was a second-round draft pick. I think I would go QB, receiver, RB, tight, and defensive end. Yeah. Excuse me. My man said, don't forget, Thurman Thomas was drafted in the second round. Yo, this is fantasy, man. This is fantasy. Here's the thing, man. I think I might change my thing up because Josh Allen is a name now. I might have to grab that dude in the second just to make sure that I got my quarterback. RB, quarterback, maybe receiver. Or RB, quarterback, and then go back and hit up an RB so I can have two RBs. We'll see. We will see. Now, somebody's talking about Sherman. So I'm going to put it out there. I just talked about if the player is clearly better, you got to bring him on the team. Right? And that's what I was talking about. So is Sherman clearly, let me rephrase that. Would Sherman clearly be the number one corner on the Bills if the Bills sign Sherman? Because I just talked about if Zach Ertz is available and he gets traded to the Bills, he clearly would become the clear tight end one on the squad. And that's a move, of course, we should make. Get better at the tight end position. Now let's flip it over to the cornerback room. Does Richard Sherman, present as would he be the number one corner on the team if he were to get onto the Bills? Or would you have him compete? Let's see, Sherman. Ruptured Achilles. I mean, that was a couple years back. He's had a year already playing on the ruptures, and he had a decent year last year with San Fran. Dane Jackson is coming along. He's making some noise. Levi Wallace has been fending dudes off left, right, center. So do you need a Sherman? And second question is does Sherman present as the better corner on the squad immediately? Is he immediately the best? And if you have to think about it, then he's not. Then you're like, hold on a second. Maybe he'd have to compete. We need him to compete to see if he gets it. And it's a fair question. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about it. If Richard Sherman were to be signed and brought to the Bills, is he an immediate cornerback 2? Don't even bother with Levi Wallace. Don't even bother with Dane Jackson. They are now depth players. Richard Sherman becomes CB2. Or are you like, nah, fam, I don't think he's good enough to displace Levi Wallace or Dane Jackson. Those two are the ones competing for that CB2 spot. I'm not even looking at Richard Sherman. I just don't feel like he'd be good enough. That is the question. What do y'all feel? Does Richard Sherman become CB2? Yay or nay? Let me know. Kyle is saying absolutely. Yes, he does. Dan is like, man, bump that. No, he does not. Crab Cow says, yo, Sherman is made for zone. So maybe he becomes CB2 off of that. His experience in playing zone defense, zone corner. He said, no, not cold enough. I think Levi in the slot might be all right. He's consistent where Tehran really struggled besides 2 plays. So you want to move Levi into the slot. Very interesting. How do we get better at covering the tight end? Good question, Kyle Evans. Kelsey, Gesicki, bum-ass Colts tight end killed us. Was the solution already on the roster? I hope so, because we didn't add anything to fix this. Some would say we didn't really add anything on the O-line to improve the O-line either, right? So that's a fair question. So for those that are wondering what Kyle Evans is saying, is like, yo, fam, you can talk about tight end, you can talk about corner, but did we improve anywhere that, or sign anybody that is capable of covering tight ends? Well, we have 2 capable guys on the squad right now, in Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano, more so Matt Milano. So I think they're going to be depending a lot on Matt Milano this offseason, this year, to take away team's number 1 tight ends. And if we have to bracket the tight end, like a Kelsey that continues to kill us, or Darren Waller, he didn't kill us that game though, but he can be a problem. Maybe we already have the solution on our team. We may not even to go anywhere else. My man Young King says, yo, damn Rico had me caught up. I forgot to like this video. I feel you, bro. Smash that like for you, boy. Guys, let me see if we can get this video to 250 likes. Let's get this video up to 250 likes. Smash that like as we speak. We got over 140 people viewing right now. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Now we are at the 47-minute mark. I told you guys I would open up the lines, the phone lines. If you guys want to call in, I'm going to open up. I'm going to turn my Bluetooth on. Let me turn this thing on, man. We get that Bluetooth on. So, folks, let's make it work. If you guys want to call in, you guys already know what it is. If you guys are Bing Squad members, go to the YouTube page. Leave this page here. Go to the YouTube page, the community tab. Scroll down. There's a message. I gave you guys the number. You guys can call in. We are here, ready to make things work. Hit your boy up. Let's do it up. When it comes to fantasy, what are we doing? How many players? 3 players? Is 3 the max amount of players that you have from one team? Can you actually go through with it? I know some people have a hard time. Man, I can't do that. I need all the guys on my squad. I need them all. And I get it. You want to have all your team, but man, when that bye week comes, it's a wrap for you, my G. It's not going to work out for you. So you gotta have it balanced out. Balance is key, folks. But we're about to see what's good. I'm just gonna turn my Bluetooth on, just in case y'all want to call in. So the phone lines are open. Questions on the roster. Questions on what predictions are for this year. Questions on fantasy. Yo, Rico, what should I do? You win here. Let's get you in like Flint. I got my man. Mike Studio says, yo, pass rush is a different animal when Star is back, baby. All right. Here it is. Star Latulele back at it. I see my man's is on camera working out, and he's putting a lot of Bills fans at ease. Whew. Star Latulele is back. He's really going to make everything better for our run defense. I really do hope so. I really do hope so. I hope he comes in ready to roll, refreshed, 1 year out of the game, no wear and tear. He got a chance to heal up. I hope he stays conditioned enough when he comes in and he's ready to roll. And if he is an integral part to this defense, Let's go. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I got my reservations. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it stars back. Everything is well. Nah, fam. But you know what I do want to see? I want to see Harry Phillips take a big leap this year. Coming back from his injury, he was 1 year out of his injury last year. You know what I'm saying? Getting right into it. This would be a great second year to come in away from injury to really, really stand out. High expectations. I look very much forward to it. Harrison Phillips, I'm looking for a big year from him. Ed Oliver, I'm looking for a big year. AJ Epinesa, I'd love to see what AJ Epinesa brings to the table. Going into his second year, I think big things are coming. We're going to find out. We are soon going to find out. I'm going to leave the lines open. Jump in there. You guys already know, man. I can't just jump in there and just hit you guys up with the line. But you know what? Just cause, I'm going to just give a reminder and drop that number in the community tab just so you guys have it for the Bing Squad members only. And then we'll catch you on that on the live call if you want to. I always look forward to it. When you're looking around the league right now, excuse me. When you're looking around the league and you're looking at training camp and the training camp battles that's going to be happening, the O-line is going to be a very interesting battle. Because when you see, I'm just copying and paste this here. Give me a second while I put this in. When you see the battles that are going to be happening, I look very much forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Gabe Davis emerge. Because Gabe Davis, if you guys think that John Brown was our deep threat last year, think again. Gabe Davis was our deep threat. That was the guy that was making the big plays, not John Brown, surprisingly. So I'm looking for big things coming from Gabe Davis. I look forward to seeing what he's willing to bring to the table going into year 2. Cole Beasley, just shy of getting 1,000 yards last year. Broken leg. This guy's tough as nails. You love to see it. Cole Beasley coming back. I look forward to it. Diggs is hungry. He's got to duplicate what he did with Josh Allen. Give me another 120 plus receiving yards, 120 plus receptions, right? Over 1,500 yards receiving. Man, if we can do that again, we're back in the mix. Now you got Emmanuel Sanders. We're going to find out, baby. We're going to find out where we stand. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be very interesting to see how things play out. I'm going to try to switch things up. Switch the accounts up. I'm going to send you guys the number, the digits. If you guys want to call in, Bluetooth is on, ready to go. Let me send y'all the digits to the Bing Squad. So if you guys are part of the Bing Squad, the number is coming your way right now. Are you guys settling in on Julio Jones in a Titans jersey yet? Are we over that fact? I wonder. Because right now, Julio Jones, AJ Brown, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill on the same squad. That's going to be fun to watch. That AFC South, try covering those two boys. It's going to be a tough one. But guess what? We don't got to deal with that until later on when we have to face these guys. It'll be something else, man. So, numbers coming your way. Phone lines are open. Hit your boy up. Boom. It's sent. Y'all got it. Excuse me. So, are y'all worried about the Julio Jones to the AFC? AJ Brown? Shoo, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But the AFC, man, one of the questions that was asked about the AFC and the top dogs in the AFC was, who is the team that is closest to bring down the Chiefs? And guess what? Bills are the front-running team. And I think we have enough firepower. I think we have enough firepower from our quarterback that can go toe-to-toe with Mahomes just as talented, has just as much tools, and he's got just as much weapons on the team. We can do it. We could definitely go toe to toe with Pat Mahomes. Josh Allen right now is a top quarterback in this damn game. There was a conversation I saw on was it Twitter or was it on my Facebook? I can't remember. It was on my Facebook or Twitter. I can't remember where I saw it, but they were talking about the top 5 quarterbacks in the game right now. Is Josh Allen a top 5 quarterback in the game right now? Right now. Aaron Rodgers, number 1. Pat Mahomes, number 2. No particular order, by the way. Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes. Who else would you put that in as a top quarterback? Tom Brady. That's number 3. Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson. Do you guys like that 5? Because it's good. It's a good one, man. It's a goodie. Do you leave Tom Brady off the top 5 list? How can you? The dude's the GOAT. Just won the damn Super Bowl. He's still a freaking top dog. That's one of the lists I overheard. To me, in no particular order. You got Wilson. Russell Wilson, I think, is one of the, if not the best quarterback in the game. Love the way he plays the game and he keeps his team always in it. Deshaun Watson. Pat Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers. Josh Allen over Tom Brady, or Tom Brady over Josh Allen? It's tough, man. Woo, it's tough because Josh Allen is emerging as a freaking dog of a quarterback. But can you put him over Tom Brady? Some will say Deshaun Watson deserves to be in the top 5. Or do you take Deshaun Watson out? Forget about the off-field stuff that my man Deshaun Watson is going through. He's still a top damn quarterback. But Josh is emerging, man. But here's the thing. We have 1 year of excellent play from Josh Allen. Does that make him good enough? Does that make him... Come here. Night. Does that make him good? Say hello. Say hello, people. Say what's up, folks. Say what's up, folks. They're there. Say what's up. What's on your mouth? What's on your mouth? What was that?
There's a cut.
Is that lipstick?
No. It's a cut.
Oh, it's a cut. You put Vaseline? I thought you were putting makeup on. Can't do that. You're not ready for that? Right? Okay, go. Say bye. Got to keep talking. We're talking quarterbacks. Boom. Love you too. So, which is it? What's my girl Susan saying? Did Susan jump in here? Susan says Allen over Brady. Can you put Allen over Brady when Brady just won the damn Super Bowl? His 7th? At age freaking 65? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. My man Rob S says Deshaun Watson is overrated in my opinion. He is good, but not at the top. Wow. Interesting take. Very interesting take. Brady over Allen. Learn about the Green Bay Blizzard. My man says Brady over Allen. Brady over Allen for now. For now is a big, because right now we're talking about right now, folks. Right now. And if I find it very difficult for someone to not put Tom Brady in the top 5 right now. Top 5 quarterback. It's very difficult. Richard Rush says, yo, Starr didn't quit on the Bills last year. Get your effing story straight. He had an enlarged heart from a viral infection. That's why he opted out. Oh, that is stuff I did not know. That is stuff I did not know. Good to know. Tom Brady had more weapons and a superior defense. Allen over TB all day right now. Interesting. So you're saying Allen over TB because TB had more weapons and a superior defense. Okay. All right. Allen over Brady in fantasy football? Yes, for sure. Allen gives you the running ability. That alone allows Allen to jump in there. So let's try this again. No particular order. Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. I'm not even going to get in there too much, but that's a tough, man. Top 6, Allen's in it. But it all depends on how you look at it. Is Allen over Deshaun Watson? Does Allen go over Aaron Rodgers? They were pretty much at one point going head-to-head for MVP of the league. It's a fun conversation. And this doesn't slight Josh Allen whatsoever. You're amongst the best of the best. And you're in that conversation. I'm just saying. But like what we have to keep in mind too is that Josh Allen has had one fantastic year. Statistically had a monster year. Had his team in the AFC Championship game. Justin Herbert had a freaking amazing year too. Is he top 5? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I have Allen, you know what I'm saying, in the top 5, but probably looking outside, looking in at the top 5. Because if you're looking at statistics only, Justin Herbert had a monster year as well. Had his team in every game, although they didn't make the playoffs. But he had his team in every game. I think they lost. The games that they lost were within 3 points, 4 points, something stupid. So Herbert is up there, man, based on the 1 year that he had. Josh Allen's first 2 years were just okay, mediocre. You saw the potential in him to really excel, but the consistency wasn't there. Then he freaking blew up. Is that enough to put him in the top 5? In my opinion, not quite. I think you have to look at consistency on how often this guy's been able to do it. And if he comes in this year and kills the game, there's no question he's top 5. Top 5. You got to be. But man, it's a close one. He could be like 5A, 5B. Honestly. It'd be tough it's tough to take Tom Brady out of that. You can't take Aaron Rodgers out of that, the reigning MVP. Deshaun Watson might be the guy that you can push Allen above ahead, but some people might have biases because of what's going on off the field. But he's also been consistent. That's the big thing right there. Fun to debate. Definitely fun to debate. Top 5 quarterback is a fun topic to debate. Hey, man, what y'all think? Your top 5. Top 5 quarterbacks right now. What y'all got? I'm very interested to see what y'all think. So, lines were open. I didn't get any phone calls. Y'all scared today. It's all good. Wait till the season starts. I know you guys will be calling like crazy. It is all good. I love it. So, that being said, it's a short show today. It's an hour show. But we're going to do it again next week. I'm trying to ramp up some guests to bring onto the show so we can do it up. We just had that Greg Russo on just last week. My man came through and killed that shit. Shout out to my guy Greg Russo. And we're gonna try to bring some off-season heat your way. Some off-season heat your way, man. So shout out to each and every one of you guys. Yo, smash that like before you get out of here. Let's get this thing up to 250 likes before you get out of here. And if it gets up to 500, man, that's amazing. Guys, right now we are currently sitting at just shy of 19,200 subscribers. Let's try to push to 20K. 20,000 subscribers is a huge, monumental moment for it would be. It's a milestone. If we can reach to 20,000 subscribers, man, there's got to be a huge giveaway. And I'm not talking about just, hey, sweater. No. Big freaking giveaway. We got to do it. So, folks, we're at 19,100. We're 800 to 900 subscribers away. Tell friends, tell your family, tell your girl, yo, hit us up, smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this thing up to 20,000 subscribers, man. We put in the work, man. We started this in late 2017, early 2018. We're in 2021 right now. It's a grind, man. 20K. shoot, we got to keep going. So recapping what we spoke on Zach Ertz, and Bills fans say, hey guys, we just can't be scared, man. Anytime that we have an opportunity to bring on talent, let's enough of the excuses as to why it can't work. Let's talk about the positives of how it can work. So bringing a guy like Zach Ertz, he clearly becomes tight end 1. And because he becomes tight end 1, he's going to build the chemistry with quarterback QB1. They'll build the chemistry, there's consistency, and he may become the piece that helps us propel to Super Bowl status, lifting that Lombardi, right? So that's one way to look at it. Then we touched on fantasy football. Where do we stand with fantasy football? How do you draft your first 3 picks? RB, QB, receiver. Do you go QB first? Can you go? Is that bold enough? Let me know. What are your thoughts? Last but not least, top 5 quarterbacks in the game right now. Who are they? What you got? Is Josh Allen in the top 5? Does 1 year propel him into top 5 over Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers? You might as well put Justin Herbert in there if we're going to talk statistics. And 1 year. It's very interesting. Don't forget, he is top dog. If he's not in top 5, he's looking in the top 5. So let me know what you guys think. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks? That being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's the real Rico at BF. Hit me up on Twitter. Real Rico BF. Let's go. Follow us on Instagram. We are at 80,000+ subscribers and followers. Hit us up. Facebook is bumping. All our social media platforms are Buffalo Fanatics. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, jump on there and follow me on Twitter. Is real. You got me messing up my own Twitter. Real Rico _BF. That's the one. Real Rico _BF. Hit me up. Let me know what y'all think. You guys have been great. You guys are always great. You guys have been supporting all throughout the off season. It's love. Appreciate y'all. And until next time, it's your boy. Let's go. And I'm gone.